following program contains scenes which some viewers may find disturbing. Do not attempt any of the acts featured in this program. Parental discretion is advised. You are witnessing something that is so wrong on so many levels, we can hardly keep count. You should never aim or shoot an arrow at someone else. And you should never, ever try to catch one flying at you. With that said, it is pretty cool to watch Larry Cisewski stand in the path of a steel-tipped arrow speeding toward him at 45 miles an hour and snatch it out of the air with his bare hand. How can he do this? Is it a trick? What special skills has he developed? Is it potential suicide? And why did he decide to do this in the first place? Believe it or not, it goes back to the great American pastime.
It probably comes from playing baseball all my life, playing third base, you know, the hot corner.
Larry grew up in Chicago with a passion for baseball and the ability to go along with it. Exceptional skills at third base, the toughest fielding position.
Catching quick line drives and diving for, catches. So it probably develops in the very beginning from that.
His baseball days were long behind him when he saw a Japanese TV show that was challenging people to catch an arrow. It took a while, but eventually he caught one.
I don't know. It just clicked. I just thought I could do it.
But how does the ace third baseman turn himself into the amazing arrow catcher? Are the skills involved the same? We brought him to our test facility for an investigation under the supervision of physicist Dr. Gerard Fossil. For the next test, we'll use our high-speed cameras to find out. On one side of our camera grid is Larry next to a target.
So, Larry, what are you going through mentally and physically now?
Just trying to concentrate and get ready.
On the other side is Mark Driscoll, an archer who has worked with Larry for years. Mark does not use arrows dulled for Larry's protection. These arrows would pierce his flesh instantly at such a high velocity.
Everybody's ready. Everybody's clear in the back. We ready? Okay. Ready whenever you are, Larry.
Okay.
And Mark?
Right there in the middle.
Oh, that is
absolutely wonderful. I have to admit.
that was.
I'm fascinated. I mean, that was. I know. I'm speechless.
Don't even dream of trying this at home. The archer is a highly trained professional who has done this thousands of times. And Larry may look like a regular guy, but he has something very special about him. What is it?
Right there in the middle.
We'll break it down with our high-speed cameras to find out.
Look at that intense look on your face, though, too.
Look at the total concentration he has.
The first superhuman skill involved is that focus.
Now watch.
Go.
The arrow's coming in.
Wait for the point to pass.
Right there. He has 1/100th of a second right there. Boom.
Literally.
And he catches it right in the middle.
It right out of the air.
Exactly. I mean,
that is just.
it was beautiful. I have to admit.
Then there is the hand-eye coordination of the top athlete, an ability that goes back to the baseball diamond. As a third baseman, Larry possessed the skill to react to very fast-flying balls. They don't call it the hot corner for nothing. A third baseman stands only 90 feet from home plate. These balls come off the bats of power hitters at 100 to 120 miles per hour. And their trajectories are utterly unpredictable. Our high-speed video analysis of an arrow in flight shows how Larry applied these reaction time skills to catching an arrow, which is a mere 3/10 of an inch across.
So from the data that we have from the computer screen, we're actually able to get the time it takes the arrow to go from the archer, right here, to the target. It's about 0.356 seconds.
This means the arrow was traveling at 45 miles per hour, and like a baseball, not in a straight line.
As the arrow leaves the archer, you'll notice that what happens is it starts moving off in a straight line here. Now watch, the arrow starts to dip down. Gravity's pulling it down. It starts to follow a projectile path. It falls, and it gets to me here about 6 to 8 inches.
So how does Larry do it? He uses his baseball fielding skills, his concentration techniques, and a great deal of guts.
Right there in the middle.
It's just incredible that you have that. You're that fast. It's unbelievable. Larry Cisewski, you're definitely more than human.